The world of basketball has been buzzing again, and at the center of the conversation is none other than Caitlin Clark. Over the past few months, Clark has become one of the most talked about players in professional basketball, and every time she steps onto the court, fans expect something unforgettable to happen. But recently, one moment during a game created a shockwave across the basketball world and left fans, commentators, and analysts all saying the same thing. This player is truly special. It all started during a highly anticipated matchup in the Women's National Basketball Association. The arena was packed with thousands of fans, many of whom had come specifically to watch Clark play. The energy inside the building was electric even before the game began. Cameras were focused on her warm-ups, fans were holding signs with her name, and commentators were already discussing how important her performance might be. When the game finally tipped off, the pace was intense. Both teams were playing aggressively, and every possession mattered. For a while, it seemed like a tightly contested battle with no clear momentum. But then came the moment that changed everything. Clark received the ball near midcourt, with defenders quickly closing in on her. Most players in that situation might slow down the play or pass the ball to a teammate. But Clark saw an opportunity that others didn't. Without hesitation, she pulled up for a deep three-point shot from well beyond the arc. For a split second, the entire arena went silent as the ball traveled through the air. Then suddenly, swish! The shot dropped perfectly through the net and the crowd erupted in cheers. Fans jumped to their feet, commentators raised their voices in disbelief, and social media instantly began lighting up with clips of the moment. But it wasn't just the shot itself that captured everyone's attention. It was the confidence, the timing, and the boldness of the decision. Clark didn't just make a difficult play. She made it look effortless. As the replay played again and again on the arena screens, commentators started discussing what makes Clark different from many other players. Her shooting range stretches defenses far beyond their comfort zone, forcing teams to rethink how they guard her. Her court vision allows her to create opportunities not just for herself, but for her teammates as well. And perhaps most importantly, she seems completely unfazed by pressure. Fans online immediately began sharing their reactions. Clips of the shot quickly spread across sports pages, highlight accounts, and basketball communities. Some viewers called it one of the most exciting moments of the season, while others said it was yet another example of why Caitlin Clark is becoming the face of the league. And if this moment proved anything, it's that whenever Caitlin Clark has the ball in her hands, something incredible could happen at any second. As the game continued, it became clear that Caitlin Clark wasn't just having a good moment. She was completely taking control of the entire flow of the game. After that incredible deep three-pointer, the energy inside the arena shifted dramatically. Fans could feel the momentum changing, and every time Clark touched the ball, the anticipation in the crowd grew louder. Opposing defenders immediately realized they had a serious problem. Normally, teams guard shooters tightly around the three-point line, but Clark's shooting range forces defenses to extend much farther than usual. This makes it extremely difficult to stop her because defenders have to choose between protecting the basket or stepping far out to challenge her shot. And Clark knows exactly how to use that pressure to her advantage. Throughout the next several minutes of the game, Clark showed why she is considered one of the most exciting young players in professional basketball today. Instead of forcing difficult shots every time she had the ball, she began using her incredible court vision to create opportunities for her teammates. With quick passes and smart decisions, she kept the defense constantly guessing about what she would do next. At one point, Clark drove toward the basket as two defenders rushed toward her, expecting another aggressive shot attempt. But at the last possible second, she delivered a perfectly timed pass to a teammate cutting toward the rim. The play resulted in an easy basket, and once again, the crowd erupted with cheers. Moments like these demonstrated that Clark is not just a scorer. She is also a playmaker who understands the rhythm of the game. Commentators covering the game began pointing out how unique her style of play is within the Women's National Basketball Association. Many players rely on athleticism or physical dominance, but Clark's greatest weapon is her basketball IQ. She reads defenses incredibly quickly, spotting weaknesses before defenders even realize what is happening. Another impressive moment came when Clark pushed the ball up the court during a fast break. Instead of slowing down to organize the offense, she confidently pulled up for another long-range shot with a defender closing in. Once again, the ball sailed through the air and dropped perfectly into the net. The crowd exploded in excitement, and even the commentators couldn't hide their amazement at what they were witnessing. By this point in the game, it wasn't just about scoring points. Clark's presence alone was affecting how the opposing team played. Defenders began hesitating, unsure whether to guard her tightly or protect the paint. That hesitation created openings all across the court, allowing Clark's team to build momentum and gain control of the matchup. What makes performances like this so impressive is the confidence Clark shows under pressure. Many young players struggle when the spotlight becomes too intense, but Clark seems to thrive in those moments. The louder the crowd gets and the bigger the stage becomes, the more comfortable she appears. By the end of this stretch of the game, one thing was becoming obvious to everyone watching. Caitlin Clark wasn't just participating in the action. She was completely dictating it. After the game ended, the reactions began almost immediately. Fans, analysts, and even former players started talking about the performance delivered by Caitlin Clark. It wasn't just another good game. It was the type of performance that sparks conversations across the entire basketball world. Within minutes, highlights from the game started spreading rapidly across social media. Clips of Clark's deep three-pointers, quick passes, and confident plays appeared on sports pages and fan accounts everywhere. Basketball fans began sharing the videos, commenting on how incredible her shooting range looked and how fearless she appeared on the court. Many fans described the moment as one of the most exciting highlights they had seen recently in the Women's National Basketball Association. Some even compared Clark's playing style to some of the most exciting shooters in basketball history, pointing out how her long-distance shooting forces defenses to completely change their strategy. Sports analysts also joined the conversation during post-game coverage. On television and online sports programs, commentators began breaking down Clark's performance in detail. They analyzed her shot selection, her decision-making under pressure, and the way she controlled the tempo of the game. One analyst pointed out that Clark's confidence is one of her biggest strengths. Many young players feel pressure when they are playing in front of large crowds or when the game is on the line. But Clark seems to thrive in those moments. Instead of playing cautiously, she often becomes even more aggressive and creative with the ball. Another topic that analysts discussed was how Clark's presence is affecting the attention around the league. Over the past season, games involving Clark have attracted more viewers and generated more online discussion than usual. Many sports media outlets have noticed that highlights featuring her plays often receive millions of views within a very short period of time. Even opposing players and coaches have acknowledged the challenge she presents. Defending against Clark requires a completely different approach compared to many other players. Because of her ability to shoot from long distances and create plays for teammates, defenses must remain alert at all times. Some coaches have explained that their defensive strategies must extend much farther out on the court when Clark is playing. If defenders give her even a small amount of space, she has the ability to turn that opportunity into a scoring play. This forces teams to constantly adjust their game plans whenever they face her team. However, the discussion around Clark isn't only about her skills. Many fans believe she represents a new era for women's basketball. Her style of play is fast, exciting, and unpredictable, which makes games more entertaining for viewers. Because of that, People across the basketball community are starting to ask an important question. Could Caitlin Clark become one of the most influential players in the future of the WNBA? While it may still be early in her professional career, performances like this are exactly why that conversation is beginning to grow louder with every game she plays. As the season continues, one thing is becoming very clear. Caitlin Clark is no longer just a rising star. She is quickly becoming one of the most talked about players in professional basketball. Every time she steps on the court, fans expect something special to happen. What makes Clark so exciting to watch is her unique style of play. She combines deep shooting range, quick decision-making, and incredible court vision. These abilities allow her not only to score from almost anywhere on the floor, but also to create opportunities for her teammates. During recent games, Clark has repeatedly demonstrated her ability to control the pace of play. Instead of simply reacting to the defense, she often dictates how the game unfolds. When defenders step back, she confidently takes long-range shots. When they move closer, she quickly drives past them or finds an open teammate for an easy basket. This versatility is one of the main reasons why many fans believe Clark is changing the way the game is played in the Women's National Basketball Association. Traditional defensive strategies often struggle against her because she can attack in so many different ways. Another reason Clark is gaining so much attention is her confidence. Even in high-pressure situations, she continues to play aggressively and creatively. Some of her most memorable moments happen during the most intense parts of a game, when the score is close and every possession matters. Fans in arenas across the country have started to recognize this pattern. Whenever Clark gets the ball late in a game, the entire crowd becomes more focused. Many people expect her to take a big shot or make a surprising play that changes the momentum of the game. This type of excitement is exactly what has helped increase interest in WNBA games. Ticket sales, television viewership, and online engagement have all been growing as more fans tune in to watch Clark's performances. Social media has played a major role in this growing popularity. Highlights of Clark's long-distance shots and impressive assists often spread quickly online, reaching millions of viewers within hours. These clips introduce new fans to the league and encourage them to follow future games. At the same time, Clark remains focused on improving her overall game. Coaches and teammates often mention her strong work ethic and dedication to practice. Despite the attention she receives, she continues to train hard and look for ways to become an even better player. This mindset is important because the competition in the WNBA is extremely strong. Every team features talented athletes who are capable of making big plays. In order to succeed consistently, players must continue developing their skills and adapting to different defensive strategies. Clark seems to understand this challenge very well. Instead of becoming comfortable with her current success, she appears determined to keep growing and proving herself against some of the best players in the league. And if her recent performances are any indication, basketball fans may still be witnessing only the beginning of what could become an extraordinary professional career. As the season moves forward, the spotlight on Caitlin Clark continues to grow stronger with every game she plays. What started as excitement around a talented rookie has now turned into a larger conversation about the future of the league and the impact one player can have on the sport. One of the most remarkable things about Clark's rise is how quickly she has captured the attention of basketball fans across the world. From packed arenas to millions of views on highlight videos, it's clear that her style of play resonates with both longtime basketball followers and new viewers discovering the sport for the first time. Her deep shooting range has become one of the most talked about aspects of her game. Many fans are amazed at how confidently she takes shots from distances that most players would never attempt. These bold plays not only create unforgettable highlights, but also force opposing teams to completely rethink their defensive strategies. But Clark's influence goes beyond just scoring points. Her passing ability and court awareness allow her to create opportunities for teammates in ways that make the entire team more dangerous offensively. By constantly moving the ball and reading the defense, she turns simple possessions into exciting plays that energize the crowd. This combination of skill, confidence, and creativity is helping bring new attention to the Women's National Basketball Association. More people are tuning in to watch games. Sports networks are covering the league more frequently, and social media platforms are filled with clips of Clark's most impressive moments. Fans have also noticed the passion she brings to the game. Whether she's celebrating a big three-pointer, encouraging her teammates, or responding to a tough defensive challenge, Clark shows the type of competitive energy that fans love to see. That emotional connection helps build stronger support for both the player and the league itself. At the same time, expectations around Clark are continuing to rise. With every strong performance, fans and analysts begin to ask bigger questions about what she might achieve in the coming years. Could she become one of the most dominant players in the league? Could she help lead her team to championships? And could her popularity help bring an entirely new generation of fans to women's basketball? While those questions will take time to answer, one thing already seems certain. Caitlin Clark has become one of the most important and exciting figures in modern basketball. If her journey continues on this path, the future of the WNBA could become even brighter, with more fans, more attention, and more unforgettable moments on the court. And as the games continue, basketball fans everywhere will be watching closely, waiting for the next incredible moment from Caitlin Clark.